Easter Island must surely be one of the greatest mysteries of human civilization. Many theories have been formed over the years about where the original inhabitants came from, why they built hundreds of monumental statues called moai, how they transported them, and why the people who made them eventually died out. In this video, we will address all of these questions. Before we proceed further, I kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for instant updates. Easter Island is a Polynesian island located approximately 2,300 miles off the coast of Chile. It is renowned for its archaeological wonders, particularly the iconic moai statues that dot the landscape. The island covers just 63 square miles and holds the distinction of being one of the most isolated spots globally. Its closest inhabited neighbors are the Chilean Juan Fernandez Islands, 1150 miles to the east, with approximately 850 inhabitants. The nearest continental point lies in central Chile near Concepcion at 2182 miles. It's about the year 1722 when an European explorer named Jacob Roggeveen was traveling, and by mistake, he reached this island. Upon arriving on the island, he saw big giant statues on the shores, facing away from the ocean. Upon closer inspection, he realized that these statues were enormous and appeared to be crafted by skilled artisans. Amazed by what he saw, Jacob decided to explore the island further. He discovered that the island was filled with hundreds of statues, some lying on the ground and others standing tall. The day he arrived on this island happened to be Easter Sunday, leading to the naming of the island as Easter Island. Since that time, the island has been explored by numerous archaeological experts. Many people have come to witness the mysteries of this island and to uncover the secrets behind these incredible wonders. With over 300 years of research, archaeologists have now gathered evidence that brings us closer to solving this mystery. There are approximately 900 statues scattered across the island, with varying degrees of completion. The statues exhibit a uniform style with elongated heads, prominent noses, and distinctive facial features. According to an estimate, these statues were built in 13th century, that is 700 years ago. Many statues stand proudly along the island's border, while others, with only their faces visible, are scattered throughout. But during an excavation in 2012, a surprising fact was discovered. It was found that these statues have their whole body, which was buried inside the ground. Among them, the tallest statue's height was 33 feet. That at its height is similar to a passenger bus, whereas its weight was 90,000 kilograms. To even moor it, it might require a strength of 500 people, let alone lifting it. The surprising thing expert found during research here is that they found an incomplete statue. According to experts, its height is 70 feet and after completion, it will weigh around 300 tons. Making the statue by craving the stone and then carry it to different location in the island is a task which seemed impossible for humans. Therefore, for many years it has been speculated that aliens did it. But with modern research, this theory was completely rejected. Scientists and archaeologists have found many evidence that suggest these statues were built from volcanic ash stone found on the island. That means these statues were built on this island itself. As an experiment, when experts tried to carve out just the eyes, it took 3 days to complete this work. According to experts, a team of 12 laborers might took a year to carve a full-size statue. Although researchers solved the mystery behind the carving, but now it was hard for them to understand how these giant statues were brought from volcanic site to different locations that were many kilometers away. And that time, there were no machines, and this cannot be done without heavy machinery. To determine how these statues were transported to other parts of the island, experts examined them. Some statues were found lying face down, while others were discovered fallen on their backs. The prevailing theory is that the statues were moved using a combination of ropes, sledges, and possibly a rocking motion. Some researchers have even proposed the use of palm trees as rollers to aid in transportation. But there was one mystery remaining to be solved: that who were these people who build thousands of statues, and what happened here that made them to leave the statues incomplete. A study claimed that at one point, 17,500 people used to live on Rapa Nui, or Easter Island. They were Polynesians who arrived here around 300 AD, approximately 1,700 years ago. Astonishingly, during that period, the entire island had a different appearance. A dense forest covered the landscape, and numerous pieces of evidence have been found to support this claim. In Easter Island, 25 different types of pollen evidence have been discovered, with the highest concentration belonging to palm trees. The question arises, what happened to that dense forest? Researchers believe that large-scale deforestation occurred on Easter Island. It is thought that the palm trees, which were of no use to the islanders as they were primarily farmers, were cut down to make way for agriculture and to facilitate the movement of statues. This extensive deforestation disrupted the entire ecosystem, with effects manifesting gradually, akin to a slow poison. Initially, the islanders may not have felt the consequences, but over time, the soil became infertile, leading to a scarcity of food. This scarcity eventually resulted in conflict among the islanders, leading to a civil war. The discovery of skeletons and bones on the island provides evidence of injuries, suggesting that the conflict was violent and women were often targeted. Due to the reduced female population on Easter Island, the overall population dwindled, and eventually the remaining inhabitants migrated from the island. Today, this island is part of the UNESCO World Heritage. When observing the statues, it is challenging to believe they were constructed by humans. The purpose behind these statues remains uncertain. Were they created for religious reasons, or do they serve another purpose?